Good boy. Go lay down. Go lay down, Mike. Yeah, we don't need that. Let's move this up here. Since I've got the camera set up a little differently. Let's go for that. Get this out. Lay down, Mike. What's going on? Good morning, Chris. How are you doing this morning, brother? It's good to see you. Hope life's treating you well today. Do I have? Oh, yeah, I got sound on. I always forget to check. What you carrying today, Chris? Oh, we got more people popping on. Good morning, folks. How's everybody doing today? Afternoon here. You don't have to have a knee replacement. Hell yeah. That's good news, homie. Anytime you can avoid surgery. I'm probably going to have a 5th spine surgery soon, and I hate going under. Looks like we got some other lurkers in here. That is awesome. So physical therapy and such is going to help with it instead of surgery, Chris? Kind of going with a different view today because I want steroids. Okay, yep. KDK, what's going on, homie? Thanks for popping in. Hope your day is going well. I get steroid shots in the hips, so anything that helps other than surgery. What's up, Greg Vanderlip? Good morning. Need a few vertebrae fused. That's never fun. That's never fun, Greg. I've had 4 surgeries, 3 in the front and 1 in the back on C5 through 7. And I've got a cage with 6 screws plus 2 broken titanium screws in the front. And then I have 6 screws with 2 rods running vertically in the back. And neck fusel, sorry, spine fusel of any type is no fun. Only got another hour of work. That's nice. That's nice. Have you been able to check out these FerraMonsters yet, KDK? Oh, wow. I need to wipe that bad boy. If you'd like, Kenman, after I've spent some time with this, I can shoot it over to you and let you check it out. This one is probably going to Mr. Eddie next for an anode job. But I could actually send it your way before it went to Mr. Eddie and let you check out the Glideman. And then after I got it back, you can check this out. What's up? So I'm gonna say, so Rob, how you doing today? This one just came in yesterday. Okay, let me. This one I can send out to you here pretty soon. So I'll get with you on IG. This one just got here yesterday, so I need to spend a little bit of time with it first. But the Glideman, this guy is the most ergonomic knife. Just disappears. Oh, I gotta check IG, huh? I'll help pick Carrie today. Oh, you know what? Why don't I just pull this up? Let's take a look. It always takes me a minute to remember how to use Instagram on. Oh, nice. Let's see. Ooh, you got the bumblebee knife. Dope. Oh, I did not know my notifications were still on. I apologize. I'm taking a look. Yo, what's that micarta knife on the bottom right? I'm not familiar with that. That's awesome, Ken, man. I'm looking forward to it. I've had a minor not lull, but just a minor break and stuff coming in. This just dropped yesterday, or came in last night, and then Hydron's coming in. I've got SRM on the way, Roxxon, Next Tool, so much stuff about to hit. I like that bottom right, and I don't know what that is. I see the Wee Nefaris. Gotta love the Clydesdale. I'm recognizing most of these. I'm going to go with whatever the bottom right micarta is and the nip. If you're looking for a pair of two, that's the two I would go with today. This guy dropped yesterday. The Lynch Northwest exclusive GiantMouse Ace Riv. These are available as of yesterday. There's 300 of them. I didn't check recently to see if they still had them, but they might still have some. Magna Cut at 62 HRC. And like one of the coolest finishes I've seen on regular carbon fiber. Gorgeous geared back spacer. And the slogan that they're running on their limited apparel with this is scary sharp. And this thing is very sharp. Yeah, you know what? I'll check. We are going to, 10 minutes. We'll say 10 minutes. Time out. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's an awesome song, but I'm gonna go with the Wienerferris and the nip. Man, what's up with the toes in the picture? That's messed up. Y'all sneaking feet peeks in for foot pics in on me, man. You're like, I'm gonna get him today with some tippy toes. This thing, just to show a size comparison. What's up, broke ass? How you living today? What you carrying today? The FerraMonster Urban Grip is like the exact same length as the PM2, 8.4 inches long. All good, Chris. I just had to say something. Yeah, 8.4 inches long with a 3.67-inch blade. So it's as long as a PM2, but with a longer blade. And they have, let me see if it's up on, I don't think it's on the website yet. No, it's not showing. So starting on the 6th and running through the 8th, so I believe that's this week in 3 days, they're going to be running their fan days. There's going to be 10% off already on FerraMonster. Plus, you can stack code DBD and get 20% off. On this guy, that's like $60 off. You can get 20% off of all FerraMonsters this weekend with my code. Got the Kubi momentum, the Thai momentum, nice. And the GEC 23, got to rock that traditional. What do you get? I know you're at work. You might not be able to answer at the moment, but what are you carrying today, Kinman? Man, what's up, Brown Sugar? How you doing today, sis? I'm showing 11 viewers. We got some lurkers on here. I just want to say good morning to everyone lurking. Hope y'all are also having a fantastic day. Did you watch City Knives? How you doing today, brother? Titanium Justin, what's going on, brethren? How are you today? Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. What's your carry today? I know Broke Ass is rocking the Thai Kubi Momentum and his GEC 23. Chris Warris is rocking the sick ass Ween Ferris with the tiger stripes and a Devo nip. I was just about to ask her if she got the knife you got for Justin, because I'm interested to see. Man, that Sage 5 and Rex 121. Oh, that's a knife that gives me a chub every time I see it pop up in the coming soon. Oh yeah, Brown Sugar. You're gonna have the pyrite light showing up. That's dope. If you guys don't mind, do me a favor. Stab that like button like you mean it. Helps push this out to more folks. Chris229. Hope your day at work is going well. Still dealing with the rebound COVID. That's no fun, Justin. Are you feeling any better today? Be shady. How you living today, brethren? Christo, welcome. I don't believe I've seen you on the stream before. Welcome. Good to have you here. If you haven't already, slash that subscribe button. I'd love to have you here, and you're going to want to see all the knife and EDC content coming up. My current favorite fixed blade Christo to carry is my Kubi and Tempest Knives Dust Devil. This guy comes in at barely over 2 ounces, less than 4.5 with the sheath, and it disappears onto on my belt and appendix carry. I forget it's there, but it draws instantly. It's at my hand, ready right away. I'm really digging this right now. You can pick these up in several places. Mr. Morris saw them on Chicago Knife Works yesterday. They're at Knife Global. But that Mr. Reddy, welcome. Hope you're having a good day. But I'd say, Christo, this is a highly recommendable fixed blade. And if you don't like Ultem, if you're one of those wrong people that don't like Ultem, they also come in red and blue micarta. And depending on where you pick them up, they're under $60 to $64. Be Shady, what's the carry today? I know it's something epic. Mr. Eddie's probably got something dope plus an MEK on him, rocking that Mr. Eddie knife. It's worth it. It's definitely worth it. I have no affiliation. I don't have any code that's going to make me any money on these guys. I still would recommend this to anybody looking for an EDC fixed blade that you want to be able to disappear. I'm probably going to get a taco sheath made by Mr. Eddie so that I can pocket drop it. What is up, Cal? I'm glad to see you popping in. Looking forward to, I've been watching the EDC dump tray. That project's coming along really sick. If you guys haven't been paying attention to my homeboy Cal on Instagram, you know, he makes dope fidgets. He's having some trouble finding traction in our community with the fidgets, but now he's on to making a really sick 3D printed dump tray with resin pores. Keep an eye on my boy Cal, Fidget Duck EDC. Cal EDC on Instagram. Tor and Winkler, those are good knives, but they do cost a lot of money. You know, premium knives are great. I'm not going to say, obviously, I can't say that I'm against premium knives. But to me, there's nothing like a budget knife that you'll use every damn day. And the budget realm, we are blessed for selection right now in the budget realm for so many cool options. He sells on Etsy, Watch City Knives. The quickest way to get to him, I think there should be a link in the description. If I didn't link him in the description, that's my bad. Just go to fidgetduckedc.c. I'm gonna pin this shit. Hey, welcome, Christo. Glad to have you here as a sub. Very cool. In a minute, I'm gonna show you what the next giveaway knife, one of the next giveaways, is gonna be for when we hit 750 subs. Okay, we got to check the B Shady pockets real quick. Demco Slicer Cub, titanium, nice. Devo Nip Tie with a belt satin blade. The Quiz Vanish and Sagaha tie. Damn, boy. Fidget Boy, Beeper Boy in gray. A Topo Hank from Frankie's Hankies. And Daily Tie Dyes. Nice. You know, the B Shady pockets are always epic. I'm going to drop Fidget Ducks link. And I'll pin it. And you can even use code QuackDBD to save 10%. So I'm going to pin this comment. That's my homeboy Cal EDC. And right now you can check out his dope ass fidgets. He's got so many. He's been experimenting with glow in the dark pours, and they've been coming out sick. I really highly recommend his fidgets. But that EDC tray is going to be dope. Fixie is the Tucson TS150 and S90V. Damn, B Shady. I still don't have any Tucson or any S90V in the collection yet. So I have the PM2 out just to show that the Farah Monster. Oh, anyway, what I was saying about this fixie for you, Christo. This comes with a very good lightweight Kydex pancake sheath and a fantastic belt clip that's adjustable and easy to put on your belt even when you're wearing the belt. I always carry it appendix carry horizontally on my belt. Right now, I have 511 pants and they have a very wide belt loop on front. Right now, it's actually clicked to the belt loop. When I wear it on my belt, I have this turned so that I have this in a horizontal carry. But this knife, Cristo, is like right around 60 bucks. And the only thing I could think of to improve it would be a taco sheath. This is an awesome sheath, but I want a pocket dropper. That's the only way I could think of to improve this guy. Sea glass and rocks. What's going on, sis? How are you doing today? Yeah, love glow in the dark. 356N UV lights from Beast. Interesting. Yeah, I really want to mess with some S90V. S90V and M4 are two of the ones that I really want to try next. Of course, I'd also like to try Vanex. I don't have any Vanex. 365N. That's okay. I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known anyway. Either way, if you were right or wrong. You know, can't go wrong with Magna Cut. And I'd say most of what I've got more S90. I mean, I have more 14C probably than anything else, but I'm starting to get a little bit of collection of M390. Uperlite stones. That just sounds cool. Tucson has a lot. I'm normally not the biggest titanium guy, but Tucson actually has quite a few titanium knives that I would like to check out that are really good prices and look like they would be awesome bases for customizing. We got 18 viewers right now. I want to say anybody that's lurking, welcome. I hope your day is going well. You don't have to drop a comment, but do me a favor. Please stab that like button like you mean it. And if you're not already, /subscribe. I'd love to have you here. You're going to want to be here for all the dope knife and EDC content coming your way. Tonka Tough. My biggest thing with titanium, raw titanium, is I'm constantly wiping it. I wash my hands a lot, but I'm still always wiping oils off the titanium for pictures. I mean, I don't care what my live knives look like normally. I like them to look good, but it's not going to bother me if they're a little dirty. But for pictures, titanium takes a minute to clean up. It's a fantastic metal, though. And I really like coated titanium like this right here. This has a titanium nitride coating on the handle and the blade. And you know what? We're going to try some slicing with this because I haven't sliced with it yet. I just got it last night just to show that this guy is an insane slicer. this little Ace Riv 4-finger control on a less than 6-inch knife, 2.5 ounces, but so slicey. Okay, now we're going to try this guy. Whoop, there we go. Oh yeah, that's a nice slicey blade. FerraMonsters. I've used this one for 3 weeks now. This has been my daily driver. And it's still slicey. FerraMonsters come with a fantastic edge. Very even edge. I have not stropped either of these. Nor have I this GiantMouse. It's also just recently got here. If you want to talk about two comfortable knives, sea glass, these two right here are two of the most ergonomic knives in the collection, even nicer than the PM2, which everybody knows has fantastic ergos. Well, not everybody, but this guy, for a medium EDC, this gives you a full size easily. And this is the #1 most comfortable knife in the collection. This comes in at #2. And this crown spine with the Vox jimping, this contoured, beautifully contoured carbon fiber, just it's a finish I've never felt. It feels like silk, but it doesn't try to slip out of my hand at all. The clip, the lynch clip, disappears in my hand. I don't feel it at all. There is no hot spot. This is a knife I could hold all day. Both of those highly recommendable. This is my first GiantMouse experience, but I knew they had awesome ergos. I got to hold several of them at Lynch Northwest when I was at the factory. But when I saw Lynch Northwest was doing an exclusive, only 300 of these, and it was my homeboys at Lynch, I had to get one. They're only a couple hours away from me. And I think Magna Cut at 62 HRC, this gorgeous carbon fiber and included lynch clip that's bronzed titanium to match the pivot collar and geared back spacer. I think $249 is a very fair price for that with everything included, and you still get the wire clip if you want it. This guy, so the Glideman, with code DBD, this comes in at about $205. You'll be able to take about another $25 off of that this weekend during their Fan Day sale. This knife is going to be roughly $180 this weekend for the FerraMonster Glideman. If you use code DBD, you'll double stack up so that you'll get a 20% discount. 20% discount on this guy too this weekend. That's taking like $60 off the price and dropping this to a $240 knife. You're right, Sealass. There is so many choices. We are spoiled nowadays. Chris, I love Lynch Northwest. I have Lynch clips on my PM2, my Lil Native, both of my Decas. My Deca, both of my 80 20.5s. I love Lynch clips. Absolutely, Seaglass. That's crazy savings on those knives. And I honestly believe these are comparable in quality to knives that are more money. Now, fit and finish, I would put this knife up against Riot. And we're talking $300-400 knives. It's got my fingerprints on it again. But I'd put this knife up against Riot. This knife is gorgeous. But the only reason I'd say this isn't quite Riot is on this edge here. I can feel the transition a little between, and I mean, I'm really splitting hairs here because I'm trying to find something on a premium knife that they did a fantastic job on. But I can barely feel the transition here from the carbon fiber to the titanium, and I can't on this side. So this side is Riot style fit and finish. This side, I mean, I'm splitting hairs, but I'd say maybe not quite. But look at the colors in that carbon fiber. It almost looks glow in the dark. And then you've got this insanely slicey blade. Action is on par with Riot. This is the easiest. This front flipper is easier than the Petrified Fish. It's softer because of the titanium coating, but it still grabs my finger without chewing. And all I have to do is barely push it back. As soon as this tab starts to go back, that detent launches the blade out. They did insane job, and you can get this for $240 this weekend. That's why these guys, well, I mean, besides I just got it. That's why both of these guys are out right now. Knives helping your lapidary and the hunters in your life. Awesome gifts for the holidays ahead, especially 100%. And Seaglass, if you watch these, myself and, but also all these other dope knife channels, you're going to see around the holidays so many sale opportunities that will be, shown by different creators. They do, Chris. FerraMonster has been an OEM for other companies. They've made companies for knives that you're familiar with, a lot of names that you're familiar with. These guys have OEM knives for. In 22, they decided to start their own in-house brand. And, Farah because of iron, ferrous, Monster because it's strong and present, and I don't remember all their reasons for Monster, but they decided on FerraMonster, and these two and the Aurora Rays were their first three knives. And you can tell by the fit and finish. Yeah. That would be your teeth, Peter. Always your teeth, obviously. Ask a stupid question, get a stupid answer. So, but yes, they've done OEM work for other companies. When we drop names like Best Tech and stuff like that, I get the response, yes, we've done OEM work for companies exactly like the ones you've mentioned. They'll never confirm who it was, but I believe they've done several Best Tech models. And they now are doing their own thing. And you can tell that they've got experience in this for a while by the fit and finish on these and the way that they put these together. Both of these are just fantastic. There's a lot of new OEMs or new knife brands dropping right now that are doing some crazy work, both in the premium and the budget range. What are you carrying today, Peter? I'm not going to read your whole name, but what are you carrying? If you guys haven't already, do me a favor, stab that like button in it and splash subscribe. My screen is quite a bit behind on this laptop. I'm going to refresh that. There we go. Let's see. Okay, that's much better. It's always fun when what I'm seeing on the computer gets so far behind what you guys are seeing. And I'm trying to catch up so I can tell. So you guys want to see a new Jimmy Krew custom and a Jimmy Krew custom that's going to be in my next giveaway? Let's move these guys. We'll do that. Nope, we don't need that logo. We'll leave the Farah Monster logo. Actually, let's swap that out for right now. A little deadly action. So, first, this is the newest Jimmy Krew custom to come in. And this is the one with the apricot dye, flame anode, thumb studs, pivot, and back spacers. And then the sick lightning designed acid etch on that spear point blade. This is another killer QSB done by Jimmy. And this one is now going to be a part of the collection because this one is going to go to one of you guys. And this has the sapphire blue fade on the scales, flame anodized pivots, and Jimmy Krew's first ever clip point regrind on a parrot, making this the pokiest, as Wayne or as Stasa would say, pokey. This is the pokiest parrot. And the blue clip point is going to be part of my, parrots, both parrots. Going to be part, this one will be part of the 750 giveaways, YouTube sub giveaway. I'll also give you guys a sneak peek on something very cool that I'm currently working on. I'm going to show the smallest one at the moment, and we'll just do a quick flash. Oh my, wow, the ergos on this are crazy. So, the first ever kitchen knife reviews are coming. And some of you, I know Chris especially, will recognize the maker's mark and the pivot design. There's no pivot on a fixed blade, but ooh, did you guys see that? Ooh, we got us some Osiris kitchen knives. And these are designed, and produced by Damn Designs. The Osiris Chef Series. That was the paring knife. I also have the chef knife. And if we get this out to show you. This is exciting to me because you guys know how much I love damn designs. But look at this beast. Wow. Oh. Now that's a knife. These are some fire-ass kitchen knives. VG10. These ones are FRN handles. They look like G10. They feel, I mean, you can tell by the feel that they're FRN slightly, but they're a good handle. They are removable for cleaning if you need to. And you want to talk about a knife you can use. That's a knife you can use. Yeah, it'll cut some chicken. Much appreciated, Chris Morris. You know I love me some damn designs. He is one of my favorite designers. He just wrapped up a music festival he was at, and dude's about to go on a trip to India. I was chatting with him this morning. Ground Fog, what's going on, homie? How you doing today? What's your carry? Showing off a couple of Jimmy Crow customs. This clip point parrot will be in my 750 sub giveaway. This parrot is part of my collection. This guy won't go anywhere. Oh, that sucks, Chase. Normally that one's not hard to find. At least around here, almost everybody carries the green one and the white one. Two places that I've had a success with the white one is Walmart and Walgreens. Walgreens actually carries my white pineapple, so if I'm out of town, I can typically find it at a Walgreens. Have a wonderful day, Seaglass. You have a good one. Thank you for popping in. Always good chatting with you. It sucks when you can't find your energy drink. There's nothing worse. At the first thing in the morning, even it's just getting out of bed, I'm pissed off knowing I don't have my Monster. Like, it starts my day wrong. But yeah, Walmart and Walgreens. Both. Everywhere I've been, I've seen the white Monster. Gotta make sure I'm not showing any cards with it. Got a new wallet from Viperade, the VE31. Got my rock tool and my baby banter on the back. Patches. I keep my most used debit card right here for easy access. It's got two pockets up front. I've got a money clip in here to hold cash, my Lynch Northwest coin. Got a pin, a backup pin in there. Got cards in here. On my debit cards, my IDs on this side, debit stuff, credit stuff on that side. New pouch from them. I'm another good Fook Doozle. What's going on, homie? It's hard not to have an energy drink, Chris. Like that's what keeps me going during the day. That and water. When I don't want to carry the big ass pouch, or well, especially compared to my VE10, but when I don't want to carry the larger wallet from Viperade, I've got this leather wallet that I switched to from Rome Leather that is beautiful. This was a gift. And Rome Leather does some gorgeous wallets. Oh, is Big Red on right now? Nobody was on when I jumped on. I thought I checked. I try not to go on when anybody else is going. Just so I'm not drawing, stealing viewers, but I don't think I'm pulling much from him. I think his are staying there. What are you carrying today, Fook? Oh, that's right. I don't know why. I keep thinking today is Tuesday. Oh, I know why. It's because of the holiday this weekend. I keep thinking today is Tuesday, and nobody does it on Tuesday. Alpaca Ghostling Nano. Nice. Hell yeah. Alpaca looks like they make some dope gear. I got in with Viperade because I've carried the VE10 for going on 2 years now. And I was including this in my content. And I asked them if they would donate to my 200 sub giveaway, which they did. And now I've got the VE31 that they sent in. And I've got a prototype from them that I can't wait to show you guys. It is such a good product. I can't wait to show it. Gold Sniping Farmer, appreciate you popping in and hitting the like button. I understand if you're busy. Thanks for saying hello. Gold Stealing Gauge 3.5, the frack, mini nightshade, and a circulus on the neck. There you go. Neck knife is almost always the Civivi fixed or Elementum fixed mini in Damascus from the daughter. But when it's not, where is it? When it's not the Elementum, it's the Civivi Hell Dart by Oh Stop Hell. So I dig me some Civivi neck knives. Nice 10 Viperade pouches. Hell yeah. Yeah, Shady's kind of got a little bit, maybe a little bit of EDC gear and accessories. You might see a couple of different things on Shady's feed. Shady typically walking around with like 2 G's in the pockets. Hey, Fook, check out the new kitchen knives that are coming in for review. Got all three of them. I'm excited. Dimco Armature 2, nice. I've checked those out. Those are such a great price too right now. They're like 24 bucks or something like that. 20 bucks maybe. Um, I keep looking at those because those are such a cool little knife. And it'd be a good one to wear when I'm carrying one of my 80-25s. Yeah, just a little. You know, Shady, when I'm scrolling through the IG feed, I always, like, as soon as I start seeing a piece of the picture, I know it's a Be Shady post, and it always catches my attention, and I gotta look through what all's in there. Migron Fan Club Live. I need to get me some Migrons. I still haven't tried any Migron or M8 knives, but man, there's just so many to try. You know, I've only tried for QSP, only the penguins and parrots. Um, I just finally got Petrified Fish and Rosecraft blades. Kosei, what's up? Welcome, Kosei. I am not Muslim, but welcome anyway. Hope you're having a fantastic day. What knives are you carrying today? I don't know if you saw, Fook. Oh, you got your armature from KDK. Sweet. I don't know if you saw, but this weekend, FerraMonster is going to be running a 10% sale on their website. And you can stack code DBD on top of it for 20% off this weekend on all FerraMonster knives. This one just came yesterday. And talk about one of the smoothest front flippers. You just break the detent and this thing is going. But it's still a good detent. It's not coming out. Fantastic knife. And big too. If you like long knives, then we'll compare it with the PM2 because they're like the exact same length pretty much. Just more blade on the FerraMonster. The Moyaros look really nice. I really want to get a Moyaro crossbar because I do prefer finger safe locks, especially with my hands. But I've heard that the detent on their crossbar on the Moyaro is not very good at all. I've heard the liner lock and now the premium frame lock are awesome knives. But I've heard that the crossbar Moyaro specifically has a poor detent. I don't know if anybody here has experienced them. I saw an older video of Lefties, and he was talking about, or it might not have been that old. Oh, you've got the crossbar. Okay. It might not be that old, but he said that he's switched from using thread locker, Loctite, any of those, to using super glue for his pivots, because you only have to wait a couple of minutes instead of 24 to 48 hours, and it works just as well, but it also breaks free easy. He said he got the idea from Asher Knives because every Asher knife wants it ships with a super glued pivot. And so Lefty uses super glue on his pivots now, and that's all that he uses. He doesn't use thread locker anymore to keep pivots in. I found that pretty interesting. I just saw that 2 nights ago. He was talking about how us knife guys don't have the most patience, and we don't wait 48 hours for a knife to cure, for the Loctite to cure. Plus, if it's not adjusted right, you waited all that time and now you've got to do it again. Super glue is quick. I always have super glue on hand for my hands. It's the best Band-Aid is super glue. So I'm going to have to try it on the knives. Always fun to show the channel knife. It's a strong arm from my boy. Have that hanging right here at the desk. Just got a new desk 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and got it set up. So I'm trying to see how I want to shoot everything. I tried shooting just on the black carbon fiber background, and I still might do that for some pictures. But for video, without a knife, I have a very hard time picturing my frame, how it's going to show, where the centering is of my shot. I can't see it very well without a mat to use. So I might use just the desk alone for pictures, but I think I'm going to stick with a mat for videos. This is the only petrified fish in the collection, is the Flavorist drop point, spear point. And this is a knife that I've been highly impressed with, especially for 44 bucks. I said in my video on this that I can't find another knife for $44 that I would recommend higher than this. This is the only petrified fish currently, and very, very impressive. I definitely plan on checking out more from Petrified Fish. What's your favorite Petrified Fish model? I also want to see the cleaver version of this. I just think that it'd be interesting to compare the blades. This knife would make a perfect EDC fixed blade in the exact same dimensions, same width, everything. Just turn this into a fixed blade, and you've got a sick little knife. Oh, the Beluga. The Beluga is your favorite. Yeah, that front flipper is supposed to be fantastic. I've seen the Beluga fixie, and I think this would make a great fixie. I'm sure they're not going to do it because they have the Beluga fixie. But that one, the ergos might be just as good as this. It's just feeling this, I know this would make an awesome fixed blade. The Belugas are the knives that first caught my attention from them. And then when I made contact with them on IG, they asked me if I wanted to check out a Flavorist, and I wasn't going to turn that down. And so this is my first with Petrified Fish. I got to grab some more water. Yeah, I'd really like to check the beluga out, Chris, and I'll shoot it back over to you after I've checked it out. But I'd love to see it and compare it to this and to some of my other budget knives. I appreciate that. And for the longest time, Fook, Kaiser and Civivi, I mean, obviously they're like the two biggest, but their designs kept pulling me away from Petrified Fish. As I've said, I prefer finger safe locks, and I was on an only finger safe lock kick for a while, so I wasn't considering several knife companies, and so I didn't get any Petrified Fish, I didn't get any Migrons. Now that I'm reviewing knives, um, I'm back into digging liner locks and such, and realize I shouldn't have slept on Petrified Fish. Nice, 10% bigger. That's fantastic. So with carbon fiber, were you able to print it thinner and it's stronger? Is that why you were able to get the extra size out of it, Cal? I'll be right back, grabbing water. You can come in the office, Wiggles. I'm not going out. I'm not going out. You can come in here, Wiggles. You can come lay down. You're good dogs. Well, did I just jack that up? No? Okay, cool. Yeah. So far, like I said, at the price, I don't know of anything that beats this. The only things that I can see that I would like better, and this is a personal preference, is I like when my hardware and blade match. But that's just me. And that's not going to bother. And it's nothing wrong with the knife. They did everything on this very well. CF Light Strong, 110%. Nice. Reading your comments about the Moyar will be shady. So many people do love that knife. And it's one that I do plan to check out. Just like everything else, there's so many for us to check out that they're towards the top of the list of companies I want to check out, but you know how it goes. Yeah, that Vufam knife is pretty sick. He did a cool job on that. So here's a question for you guys. I don't know if anybody here ordered them. I didn't get in on either of them. Well, I don't think the Excalibur is live yet, but I did not get in on the Tri-Stash, just didn't have the funds. What do you guys think, Tri-Stash or Excalibur? I think I like the Tri-Stash a little bit better, but that's because I love that blade shape. I know the Excalibur is integral. Um, so it's got that going for it. But I personally prefer the Tri-Stash a little bit more. Nice. The Murdered Out one was the best looking one. That was very, very dope. I hear you, Fook. Ain't neither of them coming to my house. But if I was picking one, I would have grabbed the stash. I like the Knives and Eves is dropping too, but again, I don't predict them coming to the house anytime soon. Ooh, a non-flipper Jaeger. Damn, be shady. That's a grail and a half. Nice. How you doing, KOK? Welcome. Thanks for popping in. I didn't know he's got an integral coming. That's sick. I also know that besides the Excalibur integral, later on there will be a sandwich version. So he's going the opposite way. How you living today, KOK? What you carrying? I appreciate you popping in. I didn't realize I was going to get Big Red at first. I don't have any integrals at the moment, Fook. The main one that I want to check out is the Brat, the Kaiser Brat. That's the integral I want to check out. Jaeger with a golf pattern and an exo utility. Damn, killing it today, KOK. Yeah, there's going to be a sandwich Excalibur for next, which will probably be in the like I'm gonna guess 299-ish range. About the tri-stash price. That'll be the budget friendly Excalibur. It'll probably be about tri-stash price. And it'd be interesting to see if he went all out and had somebody do like a 14C or even S35VN budget version. Experience Precision, how you doing? Welcome. Good to see you today. Like a real budget tri-stash. That would be sick. That Lion Steel is a nice integral. And the action on these Experience Precision is fantastic. So 250 in my mind is a great price for FerraMonster EP. And this weekend, they're doing their Fan Day sale, which is 10% off. Plus, you can stack it with code DBD for 20% off this weekend, all FerraMonster knives. And this is the easiest front flipper I've ever used. It's easier than the Petrified Fish, even. As soon as it just takes almost no effort, it feels like, to launch this guy. And it's drop shut action, or if you get your thumb out of the way, it's just, a simple shake. This guy is the most ergonomic knife I have, period. And this one's going to be less than $200 this weekend. You'll be able to pick up a Glideman for less than $200. That's crazy. Dwayne Letterman, what's going on? TPT Slider, the Chavez Chub. I want to check out that Chavez Chub. Yeah. Priced as they are, EP, I believe they're a fair price. Their quality competes above their price range for sure. But this weekend is going to be a great time because you can stack my code and get 20% off. This one just came in yesterday and I'm already blown away. It's as big as my PM2, but the front flipper on it is so easy. This one, the Glideman, I'm thinking needs a flipper delete. The flipper works fantastic. It's a great flipper. It's tuned awesome for it. It works great. But with this hole, I never, ever use the flipper because the reverse flick just feels too good. And then you choke up into that choil, drop your thumb in that valley, and the knife just melts in your hand. Like I could hold on to this all day. It's so comfortable. Oh, slip disc sucks. That's no fun, KOK. Yeah, I guess that does count, Fook. Those those taco integrals are still integrals. And then not only do you have amazing fit and finish and ergos, but the factory edge is fantastic. They just, whoop, that was me. They just slice. I'm so bad at this under camera. I was doing it earlier just fine, damn it. There we go. They slice. As soon as I get a few going, I turn the knife. It's my hands. But these are very, very sharp from the factory. I'm impressed with FerraMonster. They are. They are out of China. But who FerraMonster is, EP, they've been around for a long time. They've been around as an OEM for over 25 years. They've been making knives for companies you're familiar with. And you might even have some knives that were OEM'd by them. In 2022, they decided to do their own in-house brand, FerraMonster, and they started with premium and 3 models. So these 3 models came out in late 2022, and you can tell once you handle them that they have decades of OEM work. They've been doing this for quite a while, and you can tell by the feel of the knives. Their quality is impeccable. They're also, hopefully by the end of the year, dropping a budget line of knives. And I'm really, really interested in their budget line with the OEM experience that they have. Yeah. If you're gonna grab one, EP, if you wouldn't mind, using my link and code definitely helps me out. That's obviously up to you. Do whatever you're going to do. But my link is in the description of this video. And it's also on my link tree, which you can find on my IG. And I'm trying to get it hooked up here. I appreciate that, EP. Thank you. It'll definitely help out the channel. Just them seeing a sale after sending me the free knives is beneficial to me for sure, because they've sent me over $500 worth of knives in the last 3 weeks. But yeah, code DBD this weekend on top of their fan day sale, and you'll be 250, 240 ish for this guy right here, which is, in my mind, killer money. Now that this came in, I almost wish that I went with the blacked out version with the bronze accents on the Urban Grip just to match this. But then again, I look at this sick carbon fiber and I get all happy again and realize this just takes cooler pictures. I like their other blackout version, and then they have two satin variants with raw, or not raw, but stone washed titanium and either white or light blue carbon fiber. It's fantastic carbon fiber. There's no voids in this, and the different colors that pop out are insane. And it's so bright, it looks like it's going to glow in the dark, or like I have a UV light on them. About the only thing I could see if I was going to pick two things to improve upon on this knife, I would go with a slightly different clip. This clip does go in and out of the pockets. If you're not wearing thick pants like my 511s have reinforced spot for the knife, then it's no issue at all. But with thicker pockets, just getting it over the hump is a little bit, but it still goes in and out pretty decent. I could say that the pocket clip might be improved a little bit. But the only other thing I could think of that would improve this knife would be to move the relief cuts to the inside. But they're done well. The clip is past the relief cuts. So it's not a pocket ripper. I'm just saying if I was trying to think of something to improve upon. It's all tie. You do have steel lock bar insert. Just like the FerraMonster, or just like the Glideman, all of your screws are T8s. It's all titanium hardware and all T8s. Yeah, I would say that's a crosscut. The colors that pop are insane. It's funny in person. It's so much brighter than what I'm seeing on it's showing you on the screen. But it's almost a day glow green. I love that they use all T8, all titanium hardware. El Komar, how are you? Welcome. I don't believe I've seen you on my lives before. Glad to have you here. If you haven't already, do me a favor and stab that like button like you mean it. /subscribe. I'd like to have you here, and you're not gonna want to miss the cool EDC and knife content coming your way. And also, what are you carrying today, El Komar? What's in your pockets? This thing is just so nice to fidget with. It doesn't. I feel like if this was your only front flipper, it wouldn't even create that callus because it moves so easy. It just the titanium coating softens it enough that it just whoops, that was my fault. Pops right out with no effort. A large steak and cheese. Nice. Welcome, Jesse. Get your ass back to school. You just left one school. What you carrying today, Jesse? I have to agree, EP. After handling these I can't think of better quality at this price range. These compete with knives much more expensive. It's a great company to build your premium knife collection with. And let me see if they say what they're running the M390 at. If not, I'm going to have to ask them. A 60 to 62 HRC on their M390. So for production knives, that's perfectly fine. Painting, that's fun. Hopefully you're painting for fun and not painting a house or something because you have to. But M390 is 60 to 62 and this kind of fit and finish. Kubi Royal, nice. Got the Royale with cheese. OLED i3T and the CRKT M16. Nice carry, Jesse. Yeah, crack screens are always fun. Painting her hallway. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good of you, WCK. She probably doesn't need to be painting. Anybody check out Tenable yet? I've got this one. There it is. Yeah, Cricket M16, right? Most of us have had at least one Cricket M16. Mine was murdered out plain edge. And it had to have, but I don't remember it having the auto lock feature that they have on them now. I don't know if they ever made M16s without the auto lock. Oh, one more thing about the urban grip. With little practice, as I say it and then fail to do it, my hands are starting to sweat. I was doing it earlier, damn it. You can reverse flick off this coating. I was doing it just fine earlier. Oh, now I can hit something. There we go. Just had to remember where to grab it. And then keep my fingers out of the way. So it's a front flipper only, but with this coating, there we go. With this coating, you can get a front flip, and you can get it reliably once you remember where to grab. Okay, so I did. So I had one without the auto lock. So you can get a reverse flick on the urban grip. Budget knives. Tenable's putting out some really cool designs. I really want to try their Nest Street and Fenrir. But the Deadly Daughter got me the Prometheus for my birthday. And this is one of my favorite budget knives, especially as a user. This is a fantastic budget user. You can get this thing right under 50 bucks. And then for a medium carry that you can do full-size work with, this Anomaly Dirk Pinkerton design is very cool. You know, coming from Kansept, they already had their production quality and these designs down. So I'm pretty impressed with what they're putting out at the prices that they're doing. Now, do I think this one should be more about the price of the Prometheus? Yeah, probably. But it's a Dirk Pinkerton design. I'm sure Tenable's got to pay him a little extra on it. So being able to get this at 60 or just under 60 is still a pretty fair deal. Good micarta, decent Tonto. This one, this Warnie is sick. Tangram doesn't exist anymore. It got replaced by Kaiser's Vanguard, or not Vanguard, but their budget line. Tenable Concept just launched Tenable this year. And Tenable is just the budget arm of Concept. And right now, every design they've dropped, I think they have 4 designs. Every one of them has been a design that they had in Concept. Like this is the DOCK designed Prometheus, which they've made as a more expensive concept model. Now you can pick it up with one of the best clips I've ever felt on a budget knife. That milled titanium clip is great for less than 60 bucks. This one is 14C, Chris. This one is Nitro V. So, damn near the same. My biggest complaint about this one, and they only put it on the Tontos. They didn't put it on the drop points. But they put this fuller on the Tontos that looks good, but you can't, there's no way to reach it for a reverse flick. This is not at all built for a reverse flick, and you just can't grab it. And if I can see a fuller, I want to be able to use it. But the drop points don't have the fuller on them. And they have these with G10 or micarta and satin or coated blades. It does. Tenable's logo does remind me of Kaiser's. Like, one of my favorite Kaisers is the Damn Designs Mad Tonto. And it does almost appear like Tenable should be a budget arm of Kaiser, not Concept. But that's the logo they went with. Yes, if there's a fuller, I want to flip it. Mojave Outdoor eBay. I didn't even know their eBay store was still open. I thought it shut down when they shut down their website. Last time I checked, I couldn't find anything from Mojave Outdoors. This is a knife that I wish had a reverse flick, but the flipper tab is awesome on it. Great button lock action. Just goes home every time you touch that button. I have no bounce out. Wow. I'll have to look into that. I didn't know you could still pick anything up from Mojave Outdoors. I thought when they shut down their website and said they were going out of business, that they were going completely out of business. I used to love Mojave Outdoors. I'm gonna look it up. Mojave Outdoors. Damn, Cormorant for 69 bucks. Mojave Outdoor has the 4V Feist for $34.50 right now. 25% off coupon. Yo, it's $34.50 for the 4V Feist, and you can apply a 25% coupon. Wow. That's on Mojave Outdoors website right now. You can get a Feist in 4V for less than $30. That's nuts. What else they got crazy deals on? Yeah, that's normal. That's about normal. Ooh, they've got a mini sheepdog, non-flipper, liner lock, black and white G10 for $36 minus 10, and then there's a 10% coupon. They've got the black hiccup with the flipper tab in for $41. Let's see, 3V aggressor, $44.50. Ooh, they got the Lee Bim on sale for $40 again. Let's see, that's always on sale everywhere. Look to see if there's anything else on here that really catches my eye as a damn price. They've got good prices, but they're mostly the normal sale prices. They do have a deal to get a black and white G10 cormorant and a black and white G10 mini sheepdog for $95 bundled. That's a pretty good price for those two knives together. Yeah, they do. They've got some killer deals right now. I had stopped looking for them. That Feist and the Aggressor are both insane deals right now. Less than $30 for a 4V Feist is impressive. Move these guys away. Nice, Spook. Wife's making good choices. Yeah, it is. Especially for less than $30. Damn. My homies over at MOLSECT have a new button lock on the way. Once that's ready, I'll be able to show it to you guys. That's another budget brand that's really doing well right now. The thing, like I've said before on previous lives, the thing about MOLSECT that impresses me the most is how they take feedback and implement it immediately. I told them that this knife, the biggest detriment to this knife was the fact that they didn't skeletonize the liners. And it's a hefty boy. And some people are going to want this lighter. And they've already started skeletonizing the liners. They made an in-stream production change and hit me back the next day and told me that they had got the program written and they were skeletonizing the liners. Insane. Welcome back. Titanium Justin, we were just talking about Mojave Outdoors store on Amazon. Absolutely, Chris. I'm happy to talk MOLSECT. I've spent a lot of time talking to MOLSECT, so I'm very happy to talk about them. TJ, we were just looking at the Mojave Outdoors Amazon store, and right now they have the 3V or 4V Kaiser Feist for $34.50, and then there's a 25% coupon. So you can get the 4V Feist for less than $30 right now, Titanium Justin. But yeah, Chris, these guys impress me. Their responsiveness to feedback. The Orbit front flipper. I love that knife. I told them its biggest downfall was the stop pin placement. We've got internal stop pins now on this guy. So, oh, if you did, I'd be very interested to know about that, Chris. We are going to talk about that. They're new and they're trying. And I'd be interested in knowing what happened. So we'll talk about them. 20 CV tie bag lighter for $69. Damn. I'm hoping to have the MOLSECT Soar in soon. That's their titanium and S35 VN knife. They're rocking that at $160, $169. And their budget quality is there. I want to see if their $160-something dollar knife is worth that kind of money. This front flipper, Justin, or the front flipper from MOLSECT? Which knife are we talking about? If we're talking about this one, Feist. Oh, I haven't tried the Feist front flipper personally. I've heard it's great. Has anybody else here tried the Feist front flipper? Hands getting slippery. I didn't expect this guy to be this big. Heavier pocket knives, Jesse. I've been down. I like the weight of knives hasn't really been a big issue to me. This guy, though, is definitely at a weight that I feel when it's in my pocket. And if I'm only carrying a couple of knives, I don't mind having a heavier knife in my pocket. If, like a lot of days, I'm carrying 4 or more knives, then I don't want something about hey, TJ, I'll put in a word for you with MOLSECT, and I'll drop a word to FerraMonster. But FerraMonster right now has been very generous with reviewers. It's well worth asking them. But heavier pocket knives, I like for work, Jesse. This knife, I like the weight in hand if I'm doing some real work with it. So it doesn't bother me to carry a heavier pocket knife. That's probably going to be the user. We have plenty of knives that are light for their size. So having one heavy knife on me isn't going to bother me. Now, I'm not going to go around carrying 5 or 6 6-ounce knives, but I like a decent heavier knife. The Predator is one I've wanted to check out, Titanium Justin. The Predator looks like a dope knife. That's the CMB I'm most interested in. Oh, man. I always forget how much I love to hold the Mad Tonto until it's in hand. The ergos on this are so awesome. Nice thing about lighter knives is it's easier to carry more of them. A great lightweight knife. As far as the fixed blades, we were talking about this guy earlier. This thing being just over 2 ounces, less than 2.5, and this being 2 ounces, you're less than 4.5 combined. Less than 4.5 ounces, this is very capable for carrying that little weight. With a taco sheath, it'd be even cheaper. Budget Guy KT, what's up? Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for dropping some links. I appreciate it. If we have anybody on here currently lurking that's new to the channel, a few things. Make sure you stab that like button like you mean it. /subscribe. I'd love to have you here, and you're going to want to be here for all the cool knife and EDC content. Plus, any of these links that you see a mod drop, if you're not already following them, give them a follow. There's some amazing knife and EDC content from these guys. And if you are following them for the first time, make sure that after this live, you go on to their stream and watch a video or a short and give it a like, drop a comment on it. That'll keep YouTube from taking that sub away in 48 hours. If you don't interact with a new account that you follow in 48 hours, YouTube takes the sub away. And then you miss out on all the good stuff. How you living today, Budget Guy? What are you carrying? Oh, gotta grab some medicine, folks. I'll be right back. There we go. I'm back. KO Knives, what's going on? They've got to be getting close, KO, because they have given out so many. Have a good one, Fook. Thanks for seeing you. Thanks for stopping in. Jimmy Crow, what is up, brethren? How you doing? Yeah, KO Knives. They have given quite a few knives to channels. But like when I first initially reached out to them, they told me to pick a knife. And I got the Glideman. About 2.5 weeks later, I hit him up and I'm like, yo, you guys have seen I like the Glideman. I'm going to be sending it off to another channel soon for anodizing, and I need a knife while it's gone. And they said, pick another knife. And this just got here yesterday. It's been crazy how much they have to have spent in marketing. Not only that, I know that these knives are being sold, especially with our discount codes. It puts them pretty close to cost because they kept the margins low to launch and get their name out. So at some point they're going to stop giving out free knives for a little bit. Well, unless they take off. And with their pricing, they should take off. Anybody that didn't hear it, this weekend, if you're looking for a FerraMonster, FerraMonster is doing 10% off for their fan days. Plus, you can stack it with code DBD and get 20% off. That puts the Glideman, the most ergonomic knife I've ever held, at close to $180. That puts this guy, the Urban Grip, at like 240, 250-ish. Hey, KO, it doesn't hurt to try to get yours, though. You know, they've been busy. They respond, and once they've taken you on, they respond quickly. I've asked them a lot of questions that I've been asked by viewers and even other reviewers, but it doesn't hurt to try again. They just, like I said, they just shipped that guy to me. I just got it yesterday. How you living today, Jimmy? Which bug out you carrying today? That's how I got to ask about Jimmy's pockets. You can come in here and lay down. It's okay, puppers. Just woke up, got a Glock and a Karambit. There you go. Ready to go. Which of the two do I like more? Green scales, black blade and hardware for Jimmy Crow. Honestly, the Glideman, the ergos make this one of my favorite knives I've ever held. The way that this thing just disappears in my hand, and then the satisfying reverse flick. I like this a little more than this, but it's really personal preference. This is a killer knife that I like. It's the fact I love how big this knife is. Yeah, they if I was picking just one for the collection, it would be the Glideman. But now that I have this, and of course I've only had this since yesterday, it's my favorite front flipper to use because it just, they designed it perfectly. This tab is great. Take it easy, Jesse. Have a good day. Oh, I understand. The Aurora looks great too, KO. I understand, KT. I wouldn't have either of these knives right now if they hadn't sent them to me. Oops. The only expensive knife purchase I've made lately, and I wasn't planning on making, was this guy. And that's because it's an exclusive from Lynch Northwest that just dropped. And Lynch Northwest is my homies, only 2 hours away from me. I had to get it. I had to show it off for them. They worked me a deal on it. I still had to pay for it, but I didn't pay the $249. They worked me a deal, and this is the only expensive knife I've bought recently. And again, oh, besides my bug out, I can take it back. Obviously, I did get a bug out. I got a bug out in July. I forget about this guy because I would rather. I do personally like the others better. Mad Yako, what's up, brother? How you living today? You know, budget guy, $60 and below, there is an insane range of knives available to us nowadays. That, yes, broke ass, because it's forgettable. It is. But nice. I still haven't put a video up yet. I put a short up about this, a quick one about the Farah Monster, and then I decided to go live. Forgot that it was Wednesday and Big Red was live at the time, but I decided to go live. I still got to do a video later, and I will today because you can't miss a day. But whoops, it just backed me out of my live. Let me get back in there on the chat. You thought they sent it. Which one did you think they sent? You thought they sent this one, KO? They got it to me ahead of time, ahead of the release. When I saw it, I told them I wanted to help get the word out, and then I would post it on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. So they got it to me like 4 days early, 5 days early. But it is one that I paid for. So, and they don't have affiliate links. So when I posted this and I recommended it, I'm not making anything off of it. I just think it's it's my new favorite small knife because of the ergos on it. It's my favorite little knife right now. Couldn't do what, KO? Yeah. My normal range that I buy knives in is 60 and under. Oh, yeah, that's no fun, KO. That's a bitch. Kind of does look like an acorn. Are you doing the K390 bug out with the warning, Jimmy? Which one? Seeing your stuff makes me realize that I'm eventually going to want to do a reblade on this. And eventually there'll be no Benchmade left in this knife. We've already got unlocked composites and Lynch Northwest. Thinking about GlowRhino hardware, but I'm going to switch out the hardware. And then if it does a reblade, there'll be no Benchmade left in it. Yeah, then just use all the old parts and rebuild the old Benchmade and have two. And then I'll have the old one back with the old scales and I'll hate it again. Oh, K390 warning. Now that is a bug out I want. That's nuts. You know, I think, or I know the QC on this and fit and finish is what turned me against them so much. At the $180 price, I don't buy knives for myself that are that expensive. I just don't. And to buy a $180 knife and have shit fit and finish really pissed me off. Whoops. And I've held it against this knife since. Even though I like this, the Crater Blue scales. Yeah, they were the Crater Blue, so a little bit lighter blue. But, you know, it feels fantastic now. But I think I'm pretty sure I still hold that initial fit and finish against it. Yeah, Bailout's a decent looking knife, and I really like the fact that you get aluminum scales and M4 with the Bailout. The Bailout and the grip and mini grip are the only other Benchmades I think that right now I would consider. And right now I wouldn't. I would, if I was going to drop that kind of money right now, I would probably get a Spyderco. More printing. Hell yeah. Those worry stones are looking dope. I should do a full collection video sometime soon, but mine isn't all that big yet. Only about 40 or 50. I think that those EDC dump trays, those could do something decent for you, Cal. I'm really hoping so. I think you're gonna find a little more traction with this group of folks with those dump trays. If you haven't seen Cal's Instagram, he's currently working on some sick ass EDC dump trays that are 3D printed with resin pores. You know, he's had a little bit of an issue getting traction with his fidgets in our community, but his hopefully his EDC trays, and he's also kind of working on worry stones and beads, but kind of as what to do with extras. I don't know how serious he is about those yet, but the beads also might really might take off. Man, one of my favorite things about this little guy is it actually makes it look like I can slice under a camera. I'm horrible at slicing under a camera, but this guy makes it look like I can do it. Just fantastic edge on this Magna Cut. I think it's going to be here today, Justin. Yours and mine were the only two that got caught by customs. I think mine's supposed to be here today. We shall see. I know it has left LA like 2 days ago. Now, let's go from GiantMouse and FerraMonster to Benchmade. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. You and Weld both got your Hytrons before me and Justin, because ours got hung up. This Dust Devil is slicey, boy. Casey made sure there was a good factory edge on these. Clean up on mess. Oh. Hytron is another new knife company, budget knife company, KO. Similar to MOLSECT. They're a new, smaller knife company based out of China doing budget knives. They are their own OEM. And they've launched 2 knives and a button lock utility blade, which I will also have here any day. And yeah, Casey Knives, you know his stuff's going to be slicey. And Hytron, the knife I've got coming to me, I really love the looks of. And my only complaint already is that they call this series their hot series. And so the knife says hot on the handle, on the scales. I don't like that. But other than that, it's a pretty dope looking knife. And I talked to them and they asked if I knew any other reviewers that would be interested. And they were cool and shot out knives to everybody that, they asked me for a few names. I gave them a few names. They sent out a few knives. It was dope. Yeah, Jimmy told me about that Dust Devil price yesterday, the one open box at $37. So I posted that immediately. I hope somebody snagged it. Yeah, KO, if you want to see Hytron, Mad Yako has been showing the knife that I'm getting, the carbon fiber, and Weld and Carry has been showing the other of their pocket knives. So Mad Yako and Weld and Carry both have some stuff up about the Hytron knives. I much prefer Ultem with a black blade. I only have a couple Ultem knives with satin, and they're both Kubi OEM'd, and Kubi just didn't do a black blade with either of these. But and my mini nightshade, my Ultem mini nightshade is also satin, but I prefer black. And this was the first Ultem in my collection. I saw these scales were going to drop on River's Edge Cutlery, so I set a reminder and I snagged them. And I got the frag set. They had a few different types, like fish scale. I don't remember what else. But these made it even more comfortable than the stock scales were, because these are rounded off a lot better. And if you're familiar with the PM2, you already know the ergos. This just made it so much more comfortable to hold, and it's light and it looks dope. It's, you know, for some people, Ultem is not. Zach Wilson, I don't know what you say has got to be a fake one, but that ain't this one, homie. Aries, what's going on? Be safe out there. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for popping in. I know Ultem isn't a lot of people's thing. It's one of those love it or hate it. There is few things, I think, few materials as divisive in our community as Ultem. But it hooked me. Let me grab. Okay, sounds good, KO. And then we've got, pull out the case. Oh, nice. So somebody can buy that. Somebody should pick up that open box. Yeah, the Nightshade. This, you can still get this on County Comm's website with my code DBD or EDC with DBD. It drops it to less than $90, and you get the flashlight, or you get the knife, the Meritech Back to Basics flashlight, which I carry pretty much daily, and County Comm and Vosti patches. We'll break out some more Ultem. Here's Loser's favorite knife. He definitely hates that one. And where is my kitties? There is my current Ultem collection. Thank you, Yako. I'm trying. I love Ultem. I want to get some Ultem beads and Ultem EDC stuff from County Comm, because County Comm has like the Ultem dice, the Ultem beard comb. They have a lot of Ultem that I want at County Comm. But I definitely like me some Ultem. I thought I had one more. I'm trying to think of what it would be. Yeah, just to mess with them. Yeah, B Shady, you're all about that purple, and your purple collection is gorgeous. Yeah, Lou hates Ultem, and I'm guessing he hates Persians. This knife was bought for me by my son, and at first, I'm not a big Persian fan either. But in a reverse grip under my mechanism, like, this is a great backup knife when I've got my mechanism in hand. This is a knife that you would use for protecting your beef jerky. Get off my beef jerky, fool. Nobody's taking your beef jerky with this knife. I don't know what point they can dye the Ultem, but it would have to be during the printing process, I'm guessing, because Ultem is non-porous, so you can't dye these scales once they're made. And the other nice thing about this one is you can see it's huge. It's a little bigger than my PM2, but it's light because of the Ultem. It's very, very light. And it just, if you're going to carry this as a backup to a mechanism, then it's nice to have a lighter weight knife, but it's huge and I have reach. So as a beef jerky avenger, that's what I carried this knife for. QSP Penguin button lock Ultem with the S90V. Man, that's a grail knife for me, Jimmy. I've seen those, and I know they're going to end up selling out before I can get one. But those S90V Ultem button lock penguins, that's a grail knife for me. I've seen the smoke Ultem, there's the all black Ultem, which I haven't handled, but I'm guessing feels like this. I know RC Blade Works, they do a bunch of black Ultem scales available for like the Little Native, the PM2, Para 3, and I believe for 80-20.5s, they do black Ultem. And then the smoke Ultem that Blade HQ dropped with the shark cubs. I want to get a shark cub and check out the smoke Ultem. I have yet to hear back from the die is during production. Yeah, that's what I think. Because once it's made, you can't do it. Yeah, all the Blade HQ Demcos. Yeah, you can get the Slicer 80-20.5 in Ultem for a stupid price right now. Like I would be if I hadn't have done all this, I would have been happy to return my bug out and instead get me some Ultem Demco. I haven't heard back from QSP either, KO. Of course, it's been rather hard for me to do anything because I don't have any QSP knives currently until Jimmy Krew sent me a couple of parrots. So I've got a parrot for me and a parrot for you guys that I'm going to be doing some content with. And then maybe QSP will get back to me. We'll see. Cal, what is up? Thank you for popping in and saying hello, my friend. Have a safe drive home. For anybody to just popping in and didn't hear earlier, QSP should definitely give you a discount, Jimmy Krew. If you tagged them on all of the knives that you modify, I bet you they would. But I don't believe you tag them on Instagram when you post those knives. KO, are you interested in multi-tools? They are, Nick. I want them. I want an Ultem FG. I love my Vision FG, but I have my Carta. I want Ultem and I want Lexan. No, I need to get one before they're gone. So when you post your Instagram posts with the knives, in your posts, just type at QSP and you'll be able to see QSP knife. You might have to type QSPK before QSP knife pulls up, but then just click it and it'll give you the option of tagging them or inviting them as a collaborator, which you can do. At first they might ignore, but I would just select tag them and I would start tagging QSP on every one of your customs, Jimmy. Yeah, QSP Knife USA is the official account. Make sure you click the right one. I need to get in touch with QSP. I need to get some QSPs in for review. I would love to get some of them in. You have the Damascus Vision FG, and you want the... Well, let me pull it out. It's right here. You want this one? Nitro V. Yeah, MOLSECT is great, and they are fantastic to work with. I'd make that trade. This hasn't been used very much. It's been carried. You can tell by the scales I have carried it, but I haven't used it for much cutting other than some paper and such. It's been more, I've used it a lot for pictures. When you type the @ symbol and then QSP and then make sure it'll pop up a list, Jimmy, and you'll see QSP Knife USA. If you tap that, then it's going to ask you if you want to tag them or make them a collaborator or invite them to collaborate. And you just tap invite to collaborate, and that's it. Yeah, I would do that for sure. Let me see. Just for pure fucking clarity sake, the lock bar on both sides at the very top shows a little bit of wear on the coating. Right there. That shows a little bit of wear, and there's a little bit around the edge of the pocket clip. But if you want to trade, I'd trade. Sounds good. And then that'll be episode 3 of Knife Swap. One that's worth reaching out to, KO. I reached out to Rosecraft, and I asked them if they'd be willing to send me anything for review, or if they were willing to contribute to my 200 sub giveaway. And I got back that they were full up on collaborators. Like, they weren't looking for any more affiliate codes right now. Like, he said that his allocation for the month of affiliate codes was full, but he sent me 6 of their older knives that several of them were on sale. Like, you can get this for $30. He sent me 6 of them. I gave 3 away, and I kept 3 to do reviews and videos on. So Rosecraft Andy was hella cool, even though I didn't get any of the new product or, an affiliate code so that they can track my sales at the moment. I was still able to get knives that I really like and that I made content on and that I gave away. And they've enjoyed my content on these. And I have a feeling that in the next couple of months, I'll probably be one of their affiliates with their newer knives. So, I was blown away when he told me that, he's like, hey, my budget for my affiliates is all shot. I can't do anything. However, I'm preparing a box for you. And then I got a box of 6 knives. So it's worth reaching out for sure. This is one of the most useful knives I've ever handled, just because, as we can already tell, I love something smaller with a good blade, but full 4-finger control. And this knife, the blade is smaller, well, about the same size on the sharpened edge, actually. But you have so much handle on this Swag's design that it's a worker, and you can get this thing for 30 bucks. Hey, Jimmy, if you ever needed to talk about, like I could talk to you while you were posting sometime and help you figure out how to make them a collaborator. Because I do think that they would hook you up with a discount as many of their knives as you buy. And you're always posting pictures. It's not like you have to come up with content for these guys. You're already posting the pictures, Jimmy, so it wouldn't hurt to tag them. You know what I mean? Doesn't hurt to try. That's how I feel when I reach out. And Weldon Carey, welcome, homie. Did you get the homework handled? And the crazy thing is, your channel has exploded compared to mine, and you live right next to Rosecraft. But if I get in with the affiliate program, you know I'll be giving your name, Weld. But the way that I figure with anybody that I reach out to on Instagram, because that's where I start, is I hit up these companies on Instagram. I go into it knowing I already have nothing. So if they ignore me or give me nothing, it doesn't hurt. I'm already right there anyway. If I get any reply, even if I get a no, we're all full up. That's awesome because it gives me a chance to chat with them and thank them for replying to me. And it gives me an in. And all I need is an in. And then I can work with it. Yeah, that Manix, I need a Manix. Manix 2 is my next Spyderco. I don't have one yet. But the way that I've always figured it is it doesn't hurt to ask. The worst they can do is say no. And even if they decided to write me off forever, I didn't have them anyway. But most of them are very nice. And if I can get a response, that's all I want at first is a reply. And I've had companies that told me no that now I'm actually starting to work with. So I try to reach out to, 10 or a dozen companies a week. And if they get back to me, fantastic. If not, I move on to the next. And I just keep doing what I'm doing. I don't let it discourage me either. There's some people that I talk to on here that when they reach out to a company and they don't hear back, they get butthurt. And you got to remember, you got to realize most of these companies have one person running all their social media accounts. Depending on the size of the company, that person might also be their designer and the person that's talking to manufacturers and the person that's talking to stores to try to get them in. But even if they have a dedicated, just social media person, that person is still working all of their social media accounts and is getting thousands of fucking messages a day. If you don't hear back from them, wait a few weeks and send another message, but don't ever let it get you butthurt. No worries, KT. No worries. Anytime I can, I will. Yay. I'm definitely good with that, Chris. Fuck yeah. The Manix 2, it looks like a fantastic knife, and I've wanted one for quite a while, and it was like, I was debating, do I want a P or do I want a pair of 3 next, a Sage 5, or because I like the compression lock quite a bit, or the Manix. And while I was at Lynch Northwest, I while we were at their big knife cabinets, it started off with GiantMouse. I was like, hey, I've seen some GiantMouse knives that look like they have killer ergos, but I've never handled a GiantMouse. And so he started busting out GiantMouse different models for me. And then he's like, how about Spyderco? Have you ever held a Drunken? And so I got to check out a Drunken, and then I told him that I wanted to check out a Manix 2. And after checking out the Manix 2, I know that is the next Spyderco I want. But yeah, while I was at Lynch Northwest, I got to play with a bunch of Pro-Techs, including the 25th anniversary Oligarch. It was like a grand almost. And the 25th anniversary Runt, like a $500 Runt 5. The MSI and the Amphibian, got to play with those. We ended up spending like 45 minutes to an hour at the knife cabinets. Just, how about this one? I want to see that. I want to see that. And I was right. GiantMouse ergos to die for. Every model I put in my hand felt like Jens and Jesper made them for me. Nice. Lynch did? Hell yeah. They put my review of this up on their website, on the sale page for this. Mine, and said, oh, QSP did, sweet. Yeah, Lynch Northwest took mine and said Stevie's videos and put them up. I thought that was cool. Bastion has asked me for a couple of my videos. Bastion pins. That's another thing, KO. Don't forget, we love knives. Said Stevie's the man, dude. He's fucking dope. Don't forget, we love knives. But EDC is more than just knives. And when we're looking to make content, you got to go with what you can get. I got Bastion pin to send me a carbon fiber stainless steel bolt action pin that I have been able to make content on. Comm, my fucking homies that make, the where they had this collab. I got them to send me the summer VIP Mega Big Daddy VIP swag pack. And I got all kinds of stuff out of that and great content. Rock Toll. I reach out to Rock Toll, I got a tool immediately. I have Roxxon and Next tool on the way to me now. All of these stuff. Thank you, KT. Thanks for keeping these links going. I appreciate you, my man. But all of this stuff helps you make content, KO. I got a lot of cool EDC stuff out of the Mega Big Daddy pouch, and I got great big, I got, for long form, it's one of my best viewed videos. So, I launched my TikTok account with my tactical spork, my K-Bar tactical spork. So even though we're all about knives, as you're trying to start, that's crazy because the links are working for me, KO. I just clicked them and they're working just fine for me. So Jimmy can use your link. They're working for everybody but you, homie. But so anytime you see something new on Instagram, a new company pop up, whether it's wallets, whether it's fucking pouches, anything you can see EDC, if I see a new company that I'm not familiar with, I shoot them a message on Instagram. I introduce myself, a little bit about me, and let them know I'd love to review their products and make content. So I'm doing okay. And I'm not focusing solely on knives because I know I have to accept whatever I can get right now for content. Later on, when I make it bigger, I can focus only on knives if I feel like it, but I like EDC stuff. So keep that in mind, KO, when you're looking for ways for companies to make content with. You know, Weldon, Carey, and Yako are both set up with Roxxon and fucking some of these others now too. It's You're like me, you're on a fixed income. I've been disabled for 5 years now. You're on a fixed income, so I can't buy all these knives. I wish I could. I can't buy all these knives. But it's free to me to send a message to a company and ask them if I can review. And I tell them I don't need to keep it. I'm willing to baby it and send it back if they need the product back. I've never had anybody say they want it back, but they've told me they appreciate it. Man, that school's really getting your head all kinds of fucked up, Weldon Carey. Yeah, see, CRKT, to get a response from them, they ignored me. CRKT has ignored me twice. They're huge. I didn't expect it. But now your name has popped up as somebody that they've already talked to, and it'll be easier for you when you grow a little bit. You know, and it doesn't hurt in your message I always make sure to drop a little bit about me. I am a disabled veteran. I am a father. I'm a husband. I'm a grandfather. I've got a message that'll fit into one Instagram message, pretty much, that I've worked on a lot, that says I would like to review their product. I know I'm young, and my channel is young, so the answer might be no, no hard feelings. And then I tell them about myself and why I do this. And then at the end of the message, I tell them, look, I really dig your products. And, it's a good idea to say that. I really dig your products. And if you say no, that's cool. I'll still hit you up again in the future. CRKT sent you a knife. Dope. Dope. That's one I haven't gotten through to. That's sick. Schrade told me they were sending a knife for my last giveaway. They were going to send me their Uproar OTF. Then they found out that they can't ship OTFs to Washington. And I was like, well, that's cool. There's half a dozen other knives that would be awesome to feature on the channel and give away. And I listed a bunch of other knives that were less expensive than the Uproar, and they just never got back to me. They got back to me quick, told me they were going to give me an Uproar. They wanted me to review the Uproar. But when they found out they could have sent that to Washington, man, they just kind of irk. I'll hit them again, though, just because I've made contact with them. Yeah, it's worth hitting them up because they've been really trying to push that Uproar. And I know they've sent it to a couple other channels. Instagram, I DM'd their official account. That's where I start always. I start with Instagram. I've had a couple of companies ask me to email them afterwards, and I have then, but I start with Instagram. Anybody that didn't hear earlier, don't forget FerraMonster this weekend is going to be doing a 10% off fan day. It's all weekend, 6th to the 8th. And my code DBD stacks. So you can get 20% off the nicest knives in my collection. The Glideman drops down to like 180 bucks. And the Urban Grip like 240-ish. I did Weldon carry. The Uproar is D2. So it's made to be a tough OTF that will always fire, and it's made to have a tough steel, so it's rocking D2. GlowRhino, I hit them up on Instagram, and they ended up sending me the pry bar and the key fob that I reviewed and gave away. They do. They've been changing, though. You have to look at which class it's in with Schrade. They now have an alpha class, a beta class, I believe a delta. And the steels go down. Their alpha class is running like S35VN, and they're kind of spendy. Their beta class, or it might be Bravo. I think it's beta. But it might be Bravo, actually, now that I think about it. Their Bravo class is running decent steels for budget, like what we would expect to see. Schrade, and they're making some knives at affordable prices in the US. So Schrade is trying to get back into quality knives. If you look on their website, they still have some that are metal steel that none of us are going to mess with anymore. But they're really trying, and they're coming out with new knives that are worthwhile. This is the easiest front flip. And you have to be careful, by the way. Just like the Glideman, this will drop all the way to your thumb and cut the shit out of you if you let it. Yeah, Gerber tried, and like they were like, yo, check out all of our new knives with 8CR. Isn't that awesome? Aren't you guys happy we upgraded to 8CR? Oh no, it was Buck. Wasn't it Buck that upgraded a bunch to 8CR? No, it was Gerber. Gerber's rocking 5CR, and then they were trying this year at Blade Show to get people pumped about some new knives with 8CR. Like, they're like, we know you, we've heard you guys, and you wanted us to move away from the 5CR. Nobody at Blade Show 2024 is getting excited about 8CR. They're just not. I used to have a lot of Gerber tactical knives. Yeah, no, I know. It's 8CR isn't a bad steel, but in budget knife, in the price territories that they're trying to play in, nobody's fucking with 8CR. I loved Gerber growing up. Loved Gerber. And then when I got into tactical knives, I had a ton of Gerbers. And now, the only Gerber I have in the collection, I used to like their multipliers better than Leathermans. Like, I was a Gerber guy. Now, the only knife in my collection of Gerber is the strong arm channel knife that my son got me. Spyderco's 8CR is quite a bit different than Gerber's 8CR. And Roxxon, see, it's different putting 8CR in for your knife blade on a multi-tool. That's a damn good steel on a multi-tool. I'm cool with 8CR on a multi-tool. But 8CR on a $50 to $60 knife nowadays just doesn't cut it. Not when I can get 14C and Nitro V and 154 CM and even D2. All of these for that price. Like 7CR, 8CR on a multi-tool blade, I'm fine with that. Yeah, CRKT's been doing the same thing for a while. They're way overpricing 8CR. Well, see, for $7, budget guy, I wouldn't mind picking up 7CR or 5CR in a $7 knife for a beater that I don't worry about fucking up. That'd be fine. In a $50 to $80 knife, I'm just not buying it. Boss Heat Treat is nothing like that's a world above. 420HC with Boss Heat Treatment. Nobody's 8CR is anything like 420 with a Boss treatment. I'm looking at all this and I'm realizing, man, I really need to get some traditionals in the collection. I'm hoping I can partner with Rosecraft on some traditionals in the not too distant future because they've got some beautiful trads coming out. I wish I lived 40 minutes from Smoky Mountain Knife Works like Weldon Carey does, because then you can go in and see which of the Rough Riders are worth checking out. There's so many on their website that it's hard to see which Rough Rider you'd be interested in. Yeah, that's horrible, budget guy. Yeah, I really want to get back into traditionals. As a kid, I had a ton. And when I was in the military, they got stolen. And at that point, I'd moved on to tactical blades. And while I was a teenager in the army, fuck, every knife had to be black and cool looking. Uh, true, true. They're going for the 18, 19-year-old or the person that doesn't know knives but has heard that name forever. Oh, I know Gerber. That must be a good knife. But like I got into the tactical stuff for a long time. And only in the last few years did I start getting back into, decent quality knives. And it makes me really want to get back into traditionals. Very true, Jimmy. My wife would leave me if I lived 40 minutes from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. My wife would probably leave me. Well, I was going to say I'd have to get a job there, but I'm permanently disabled, so that doesn't quite work. Koenig? Are you talking about you live by Koenig? Yeah, Koenig is a Koenig and Chris Reeve. Those aren't companies that are going to be sending me any knives in the near future. Hell yeah, Chase. That's good to know. Yeah, Case has a lot of knives that I'd be interested in. Case, Rough Rider, Rosecraft. Really want to check out some of theirs. The other one that I really, really, really want is I want that ABW slip joint, the American Blade Works slip joint that Loot carries daily. That thing is gorgeous. That is a dope slippy. I would also like to check out, see, Kunwoo's another knife company I'd love to work with because I'd like to check out the Kunwoo Geezer. That looks like a slip joint made from my hands. I haven't had a case in forever, Chris. Like I said, I've been out of trads for 20 something years. Oh, I don't know if y'all heard that. That's my neck. I've seen some of your videos where you bring some old trads back to life, KT. Rosecraft looks like for money and value and quality proposition, Rosecraft looks like a great place to be for uh the Ultem mini nightshade or just owns a mini nightshade. The Ultem mini nightshade is only from County Comm, and you can use my link and code EDC with DBD to save 10%. And for less than 90 bucks, you'll get this flashlight and the Vosteed and County Comm patches. You're welcome, Jimmy. Yeah, EDC with DBD, all caps, all one word to save 10%. The link to County Comm, my affiliate link is in the description of this live. Rough Rider looks like the budget traditional guys to go to for the budget. Like, it looks like they have some fantastic knives at the under $30 mark. They've got several sheep's foot and Warney blades and doctor blades and such between 20 and 30 bucks that I'm really digging. I know Weldon Carey has been checking out the Rough Riders lately. He's picked up a few of them. He's really liking it. Yeah, the carbon fiber S35 VN mini nightshade, that was the first one that dropped, wasn't it? It's such a fantastic little knife. I didn't realize 1860 Shapley. Nice. You can review so many knives under 15 bucks from Rough Rider. Dozens. I didn't realize how much I was going to love this Schillen blade. I knew the curvature of the handle would work well for working, the way this all curves. I just didn't realize how much work this little blade. This is dirty because this little blade gives probably the most work right now of any of my knives. This little guy puts in a lot of work. The only reason I'm not carrying it today is because I've been carrying this guy, checking him out. I was comparing the GiantMouse Riv to the little native because they're almost the exact same size. The choils are in the same spots. The handles are a little bit different, but the blades are a little bit, it brings them out to the same length. The same 4-finger ergos. But this one is so much more comfortable with the contoured carbon fiber and crown spine. And even the inside of your finger choil is crowned. Like everything about this is just soft to the touch, but you've got MagnaCut ready to work. This one's 20 CV, so it's no slouch. But I've loved, and I still love my little native. I need one of OCD's CMEs on it, a compression made easy for my left hand to use it very well. But this guy has been taking its place and the place of the nightshade lately. B&A! What up, brethren? How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, Spyderco, fantastic knife, American made, compression lock, everything about it. I love it. I just mean comfort wise. This guy is way more comfortable. You know, MagnaCut makes me excited. I love MagnaCut, but 20 CV, that's nothing wrong with that. This is a killer knife too. I like this size, which is why I use it as a comparison and show that the GiantMouse is the same size. It's definitely a competitor to it. I've yet to buy a knife from Chicago Knife Works, but I've recently seen how great their prices have been, and they often have good prices on Spyderco's or Cold Steels. How you living today, B&A? What are you carrying? What's in your pockets? One of those, huh? You got to pay attention. Might miss it. Oh. I might have to go get a bandage here in just a second. We'll see how deep that went. I might not bleed. S45 buck 110 with burlap micarta in a Dudeco slip. Nice. Okay. I just sliced into my thumb right there, but it looks like it's not going to bleed at least. That's good. Let's just say this little guy is friggin' sharp. Benchmade Adair 175 or 175 GPK. I appreciate it, Chris. I always wonder if anybody's going to like the lives or not, but I just like to, I don't, unless I'm doing it for a reason. Normally it's just to get on here and chat with you guys, bullshit knives, see what everybody else has going on, what everybody else is looking to buy. Buck 110 slim for $5 friggin' dollars? Probably, Jimmy. You know, either that or I'm going to get a Super Glue sponsorship soon. Super Glue and Band-Aid are going to become my 2-channel sponsors. Hey, Gin Knives is a good place to start, KO. I've been able to make content off my chubbies. Fun little knives. And then I reached out to them again. You know, with that, they also sent this, their G10 backlock, which is really just like a, you know, more of a knife safety training kind of tool. But I told them, I told them, EDC with the band, that if they really, you know, for my channel for the knife to be really beneficial, it would help for it to be an EDC knife. So they did send me the Captain, and that's what I was going to be putting together at 10 o'clock today to record. but I decided to get on here and talk to you guys instead. I got the Captain now, so I do have a EDC knife from them. This is one of their backlocks. So I'll put this together and check it out and see how they do on an actual knife. Yeah, I looked at it. I was like, yeah, I really should put that together. And I'm like, nah, I'm just going to go talk to people instead. These little chubbies are fun, though. And the D2 will cut. I have cut myself with the chubby. You know, it's a very short blade, but it is slicey when you don't catch the choil. See? Nice and whoop, for just a little guy that's meant to be more of a novelty. At least it ships with a decent edge. It's hard to make a long cut with this little short blade, but it does slice. Brown sugar. Yeah, these are fun to play with. For one, they're hella fidgety. So fidgety. They snap out when you push those little bee antennas. And if you were looking to carry a little knife on you, you do still have a bottle opener and a glass breaker. The little honeycomb pocket clip does not look like you're carrying a knife. And then you've got the G10 for the youngins. I still haven't decided. I have a couple of months, but I'm going to get either the all pink one or the one that looks like a bumblebee for my granddaughter for her first birthday. My son tried to tell me I couldn't give her a knife for her first birthday. I said, bet. And I found the perfect knife to get her for her first birthday. Yeah, they're fantastic Christmas presents, especially if you've got like nieces or nephews or grandchildren whose parents don't want them to have a real blade yet. But every kid loves knives. If you want them to be able to learn the mechanics and the parts and how a knife really works, and be able to teach them safety before their parents will let them have a knife, you can't beat this. Yeah, perfect for granddaughters. Perfect. Yeah, these are awesome learning and training aids. Plus, they're decent quality. They're not bad quality parts at all. I mean, the G10 is good G10. On this, you're getting the same quality parts as this one, the same pivots, the same ball bearings, everything. It's just you have the G10 blade, and then the bottle opener is G10, and instead of it being a glass breaker, it's a lanyard spot, so that it's safer for the kiddos. But you get the same knife components as the real knife. And so once they get used to this one, then they can have this one. Yeah, this is Jin Knives, Jin. They sent out a bunch of their little kits to several of us reviewers. And this was a lot more fun to put together than I expected, but it was a great time with my daughter. I did it with my daughter. This one took me less than 5 minutes to put together. And they do have real knives. Hey, I will find a way, Jimmy. I will find a way. It hasn't cut me yet. But like even the tip is blunted, so the kid's not going to hurt themselves. but they also sell adult knives, and they have them listed as adult and children, I think. But the adult knives are like D2 steel, so still better steel than some of those other companies we were talking about earlier. But I haven't seen, I think the Captain is also D2. It's a cool company, and all of their knives, part of the reason, or part of the way they keep everything so cheap, is their knives are all kits. All of their knives come unassembled, even their adult knives. So you get to put your knife together, and they say that once you built the knife, now you're more comfortable maintaining it and taking care of it yourself. Exactly, TJ. You put knives together. You put these to take them apart, put them together a few times. It helps you with all other knives. But I like I think it's kind of cool putting my knife together. Do I want that with all my knives? No. I know I'm getting it with them though. And I think that's pretty dope. Gosh. This thing is really a dream. Such a dream. You really do, Jimmy. If only you had done it once or twice. Nice. Emma from Jen is a real sweetheart. I'm trying to work with MOLSECT on a design that I've been working on. I would like to yeah, no shit, EP. I'd have sharpened it up when I was a kid. Um but I am a big fan of MOLSECT and what they're doing and how they're doing it. And I'm going to try to work with MOLSECT on my first knife design. I want it to be a really affordable budget knife. Yep. Concrete or rocks. The right rocks. But I think it would be dope to drop a design with MOLSECT. Yep, sidewalk. Yeah, sidewalk was a great way to sharpen shit up when you were a kid. I'm getting better at reverse flicking off this coating. So it's absolutely a reverse flickable knife as well as the front flipper. What up, Gons? How you living today, cuz? What's going on? What's in your pockets? I've heard somebody say they could with the Aurora rays, but I haven't messed with it yet. No, these are ball bearings. ceramic ball bearing. KO, everybody's supposed to plug their channels. Here you go. I've gotten a lot of my subs from being on other people's lives and having my channel plugged. Now you can go ahead and drop your own link if you want to. I know Budget Guy has been dropping it for you, KO, but you can also drop it. Almost 500. Hell yeah, congrats. That's dope. That is dope. I'm a ways from 500, but I know I'll get there. Nice, nice. My next giveaway is going to be at 750. Yeah, living the dream. Sweet. If anybody isn't subbed to anybody else on here, we all know, one, we all out here trying to make some dope knife content. Two, we all trying to grow. We all need them subs. I always hope everybody gains subs on my stream. Dirtiest remodel, knife in a slipping pocket, and it still got nasty. Well, I can see why you weren't carrying any of your primo pieces today, BNA. Do you need outside, dog? I'll be right back. Dogs need out. Yes, I'm coming with us. Worst part about this time of year, time to use kind of WD-40, yay. Worst thing about this time of year is the flies blowing up again. I hate it when the flies breed again. So annoying. And with dogs going in and out all the time and dog food, yeah, the flies love this time of year. I'm showing 21 concurrent viewers. If there's anybody lurking, I just want to thank you for being on and ask you that if you haven't, please stab that like button like you mean it. /subscribe. I'd love to have you here, and you're not going to want to miss the cool EDC knife and content coming your way. And also, you don't have to comment or anything. Just sub to my homies as you see their links pop up. If you're not already subbed to them, give them a sub. And after this stream, watch something of theirs, a video, a short, something, and interact with it. Drop a like, drop a comment. That way YouTube doesn't strip your sub in 48 hours. KO. I decided to go vertical today just to see if anybody new popped in. There's been a couple, and I've only muted one person, so that's not bad at all. That's what I heard. And at first, I was doing all my lives horizontally, and somebody told me that they're great for channel growth, and so I try to mix them in. That'd be sick, TJ. You can do it too. Oh, you talking about the one that I muted? Twisted sis, what's going on? How you doing today? Yeah, I don't mind people coming on the stream joking around and all that stuff, but if you're just on here to be a troll, I'm gonna mute you. Yeah, he did not last long. I am well, sis. Thank you for asking. We just been here talking knives for a while. I liked your Jimmy Crow video yesterday with the 3 knives in it, and then today I saw um, your multi-tool video. I love the new mat, Twisted Sis. The intro's cool, and the new mat's dope. Twisted Sis her channel is really growing quickly, changing quickly as she's getting much more confident and getting her graphics and such dialed in. She's really nailing it. How the doggies doing today, Twisted Sis? I heard one of them, he was trying to help you review the multi-tool today. Nice, KO, almost there. Almost there. Take it easy, Yako. Thanks for popping in, homie. Chat with you later. Yeah. Yep, I did get my thumb knuckle a second ago. I'll be right back. Gotta grab a band-aid. Xena, that was Xena that was talking. All right. I'm back. I keep my stuff anonymous, KO. I don't get on camera. I mean, y'all might know my blood type by now because I cut myself enough. But this one will be super glue candidate after I'm done here since it's right on the knuckle. But it was quicker to just do a band-aid on. Yeah, that band-aid ain't gonna last right there. Yup. I I have definitely made sure to maintain. That might change later on. House of Blades giveaway tonight. Oh, good to know, Cal. Have to check that out. Is that 6 Eastern, 6 Pacific? I'm out here on the West Coast. Once once certain legal maneuvering is all done, I might show myself. Until then, we rock an anonymous channel. Eastern. Okay, thanks, Cal. That's just under 2 hours from now. I think this might be my only. No, I was going to say this is the only Austin blade in the collection, but I was wrong. I have an Austin 80-20.5. I doubt I'll ever have a design released by CRKT. But I'll be happy to get any knife I design ever released. That would just be cool. That's dream goals. Anybody lurking? If you're not following KO Knives, give him a follow. He's almost at 500. His link's up right now. You know what? Ah, damn it. Here, we will replace pin message. There you go. KO's link is now pinned. If you're not following him, give him a follow, get him over 500. I know there's some people lurking, so if you haven't followed him, give him a follow. Let's get him to that next giveaway. Everybody loves free knives. Nice. Yeah, it's crazy, Jimmy, that you can follow a channel and YouTube take it away. It's such BS. But I had one live when I was just passing 100 subs. I was on another channel's live and I gained 30 subs on a live and it blew my mind. Blew my mind. I lost like 14 of them. Sweet.
Hey guys, what's going on? Chris here with the House of Blades, and today we're going to be doing some pocket checks. You guys have gear on? I'm going to give them a game.
There we go. Yeah, there's that House of Blades link Budget Guy posted for their giveaway here in just under 2 hours. That is sick, Brocaz. I can't wait to see it. Folder or fixie? Prototype stage is that's you're getting far. That's awesome. You got there? Congrats, KO. Congrats, homie. A folder. Hell yeah, broke ass. I can't wait to see it. I'm excited. I love seeing people in our community drop knives. Like Loot. Loot's one of my favorite designers. I love me some New Breed EDC. Anybody else close to a milestone? We can pin you next. I know there's not a lot of people on here, but it got him a few. Named it the Gideon. Okay, that makes sense. After your pupper. What kind of doggy was Gideon? Speaking of, I need to let the doggers back in. I'll be right back. Good boy. Good girl. Good dogs. Love you, puppers. Go lay down. There we go. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a mud. I'm personally I'm a pit bull guy. I'm very partial to pitties. I love them. Any folder that I do design will always be a finger safe lock, and will always have hand issues taken into consideration because of my nerve damage. And my homie told me that the slogan for my knives should be "Disabled Knives by Disabled Guys," and I thought that was pretty amusing. Cow. Roddies are good dogs. I love pit bulls. I've had a couple of gray ones, and I've got a female runt American Pitty right now, but she has no clue she is a runt because she beats my 150-pound, her big ass brother all the time. Everybody wants to piss PM2, whether they'll admit it or not. That's what the PM stands for. It's Piss Master. It's the Piss Master 2 right here. Yeah, broke ass. And blue nose. They look so amazing, Gons. It's one of my favorite color schemes. But neuropathy is fun. That's one Piss Master. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I cut myself so often. Is I'll lose feeling in parts of my hands. My hands will also twitch a lot, and I drop shit all the time. I only use a plastic army cup when I'm drinking water because I drop it too often. But so that'll be taken into consideration when I make a knife. Now we got an actual knife maker back, Mr. Ready. Pissmastic 2 right here. 4 spine surgeries, Twisted Sis. I broke my neck twice. The first time was in the service, and I waited 17 years to get it fused. And my first fusal surgery went great. I went back to work in 8 days just for a brace. I was riding in 60 days, and 3 months after surgery, I rode 1,100 miles in 24 hours. Unfortunately, in 2019 at work, I broke my neck again. And it should have been another quick, like I should have been able to go back to work in less than a month. But the L&I surgeon did not perform the surgery that he said he was going to and destroyed my neck. And I've had 2 emergency surgeries, fusels since. And I talked to university neurosurgery here in a week and a half to find out what they want to do. They're talking about possibly number 5, spine surgery number 5. So that's why my voice is like this. I have a paralyzed vocal flap, and that's why I have the neuropathy in the hands. Yeah, obviously I'd review the hell out of it, broke ass, but so that's why, Twisted Sis, I've been permanently disabled now since September of 2019. And I was going nuts mentally until I found the knife and EDC community on YouTube a couple of years ago. And then a couple of months ago, I decided to do it myself, and it has helped immensely. The biggest thing take it easy, Jimmy. Thanks for popping in and staying and hanging out, man. You have a good day. You know, the biggest thing, sis, is all the interaction with this community really helps. It helps keep the mentals right. So, and I just, I get to sit around and play with knives, at least. I love knives. And now companies are even sending knives to be reviewed. So shit, I had no point in complaining. Yeah, I've been watching you. You're starting to get better. I mean, not just get better, but you're starting to get more confident and enjoy yourself while you're doing it, sis. I can tell. I appreciate that, budget guy. It really does help. Knowing the community's got my back, it really does help. And you guys would think that you're faceless and I've never met y'all, but your support does help. It makes me want to keep doing this. So I appreciate it, every one of you. Anybody that watches my videos and anybody that drops me a comment, I love hearing, just responding to comments, chatting with folks. It's good times. And, even being disabled, my goal is to be able to, I want to get some knife designs made. That's something I can still do. If I can, make the right design and get it going, get it accepted, then I'm a happy man. Yeah, 100% broke ass, especially with the wife going to work every day, the kids are my daughter at school, um being home all day alone, fucking hurting and shit like that. That kind of stuff drives that stuff will drive you the bad shit. I was getting close. There was many times I considered riding my bike off a cliff after 3 years of dealing with this. And finding the community was so much different. Mentals are so much different now. And now I get to have fun every day. Sitting around, sometimes I'm stressing because I haven't hit my 2 shorts and 1 video goal for myself for the day that I have that goal for every day for myself. And there are some days where I'm like, oh man, I got to get something out. But still, shooting a video playing with a knife is fun. learning to learning to edit. I'm learning, I didn't know anything about photography. I didn't know anything about video editing. Learning, and you could tell in my first videos, just making the thumbnail was hard for me. I used Google Photos and put text over it. Like learning how to edit stuff, and it's like it gives you the satisfaction of a job, that satisfaction you get as a person for doing a job well done and learning new tasks. It's just like today. I planned on going on at 10 o'clock Pacific, and I thought maybe I'd be on for an hour. And been on for 3.5 hours now, talking about knives and having fun. Throat's going dead, and it's still worth it. I appreciate all you guys. This is good times for me. That works. It still takes me way too long to edit most of my videos because I'm not good at it, but I'm getting there. I want to start to, I've been designing and I want to get more into it though. It does, Twisted Sis. It sure does. I didn't once, KO. My phone's plugged in today. It's only once that I forgot to plug it in while streaming and lost the stream. I'm glad, Brown Sugar. It's been awesome having you here, having you as a new addition to our community. I can't wait to hear what you think of that knife that Titanium Justin got for you. Much appreciated, Chase. Much appreciated. They do. Streams do kill your phone. And luckily, the day before my big giveaway, I decided to go live and just do a test run. And that's the day I forgot to plug the phone in. And because I forgot, it sticks in my head every time I go to start a stream now. That's awesome, Brown Sugar. You didn't. And what's crazy is Lou got the pry bar that you wanted so bad. I don't mind at all, Budgie Guy. Feel free to share any links. I'm cool with I hope everybody grows on every stream. I know in some other styles of, YouTube content, new creators run into gatekeepers, people who were jealous of subs and trying to keep other new people out and all that bullshit. I've never experienced that in the knife and EDC community. And everybody has done whatever they can to help me grow. So I'm always okay with people dropping any of their links on my streams. True that, Cal. Everybody's got their own thing. Everybody's got something going. Nice. Pick the number just to spite Lou. That's awesome. Ah, what was your old channel name, if you don't mind my asking, KO? Budget guy, you're thinking the same thing I was. BEEDC. Cripple Crew represent. What up, homie? Ah, okay. I get it. You were reviewing a specific type of knife. That makes sense, but uh interesting. I could see that knife, that name making it difficult for, say, newer companies to want to send product for review. But other than that, it's nobody else's business what you want to do. How you living today, BEDC? What are you carrying? This thing is legit, BE. I saw you have this green one. Yeah, I get you, KO. Knockoff Knives does sound like you're reviewing clones and such. It sounds like it, but again, if that's the channel name you chose, that's your business. Yeah, I get you. KO Knives sounds good though. Oh, that's a grail for me, BEDC. You know me and Warnies. I love my PM, my Ultem PM2. I really want a Warnie. There's a guy on here that has an Ultem Tonto. No, an Ultem Warnie and a Lexan Tonto PM2. And those knives look so sick together. Pissmaster 2, baby. Yeah, you gotta get Ultem scales on yours, BEDC, so yours can also be a Pissmaster 2. That's what I decided that stands for. That's the Pissmaster 2. Uh-oh, what'd you buy, Mr. Eddie? If you need to sell pronto, what'd you buy? Yeah, I want the Tonto, I want the Warnie, and I do wish that I grabbed that Saber Ground Emerson Wave one that dropped a few months ago. But that's not a grail for me like a Tonto and a Warnie PM2. Damn, Mr. Eddie. You spent some money. Hey, thanks for hanging out, BE. I always appreciate you. You have a good one, my friend. Kicking deer, what's going on? How you doing today? Hope you're doing all right. What you carrying today? That's awesome. You finally got the Warnie PM2. That's such a sick knife. Doing well, kicking deer. Just hanging out with my friends talking about knives. A, a Bowie PM2 would be sick, just because. I'm getting much better at reverse flicking this thing now. The for me, the key is going right below the end of the cutout. Small buck with your name. Nice. Another name and a weatherman. Sweet. Is your weatherman's a fixie, correct? I'm pretty sure. Oh, Leatherman. Okay. Not. I'm on the same page as you. I was thinking of Walkman anyway. WACHTMAN when you said Weatherman. I hate trying to type in chat and doing that. With my nerve damage, I hit the wrong keys all the damn time. Yeah, the coding helps a lot, but it flicks right out once you know where to grab with it. Chris Warris was the first person in the stream today. He was the only one here when I had to kick somebody out. Awesome. Awesome. Sounds like those have been your carries for quite a while. I know you are, my friend. I appreciate you, Chris. I don't believe I am subbed to Kicking Deer. Let me take a look. Milton, what's going on, Milton? How you doing, Mom? That's some good-looking big mouth bass. Some good-looking bass on there, Kicking Deer. How you doing today, Milton? How old are you, Kicking? Yeah, I saw a really good catfish too. I only looked for a second. Oh, that's what I guessed by the picture. I saw your big old smile with the catfish, and that's about what I was thinking was 13. Time out someone on accident. Nice. That's about the time most guys start carrying. That's a good age to get into knives. Always carry your tactile bear. That's a nice slippy. That's one I'd like to wait. Slippy or backlock? Slippy, right? For the bear? Fibbit, what's up, homie? Okay, that's what I thought, KO. They make that one in Ultem. How's life on the other side of the... Yeah, Magna Cut and Titanium. Nice. How's life on the other side of the ocean, Fibbit? I'd be missing them sheep, Fibbit. I miss my little homies. I need to get some slippies. This knife in my hand right now, Kicking Deer. Big E, the knife nut. What's up, homie? Welcome. This is the FerraMonster Urban Grip, Kicking Deer. Just got this in yesterday. Titanium and carbon fiber with M390. Like I said earlier, I used to be big into slip joints and traditional stuff. Once that stuff got stolen when I was in the service and I was on a tactical kick, I haven't gone back, but I want to get back into them now. You like those kid knives? Those were the gin knives These two are the chubbies, one in D2 and one in G10. And very, very fidgety. Take it easy, BEDC. Have a good one, man. Hope work isn't too stressful. Stay deadly out there. Yeah, and then there's this one too, the G10 backlock. Fucking fly. Get off my knives, fly. That one's pretty cool. But these are the fun ones. These little chubbies are too fun. Gin knives. Put the chubbies in there. What are you carrying today, Biggie? What's in your pockets? Can't trust them cats, Fibbit. They will eat your ass. If anybody's here and haven't, I'm going to ask that you stab that like button like you mean it. /subscribe. I'd like to have you here. You're not going to want to miss the cool knife and EDC content coming your way. And also, anytime you see a link for one of my homie channels, give them a follow as well. They make some great knife and EDC content and well worthy of views. Gotta stab that like button. I thought it was dope when because Blue made my my animated intro for me, and when he added the stab that like button and /subscribe for me, I really appreciated. That was dope. I just realized these are currently the only two knives in the collection with crown spines. Yeah, those are the only two that I currently have with crown spines. I've heard the Bestech Good Boy is a decent knife. I love button locks. I love all finger safe locks. So I would check that. QS Prepared V2 Jimmy Crow Special. Badass knives. Mini Sheepdog can't go wrong. Devo Nip Light and a Illuminati remake. Hey, oh yes, you chose the sound. Yeah, I was checking out the. I love the twisted laughing in the intro. It's fantastic. That's a lot. That must be a pretty damn good knife. I'd have to really sit down and think about my knife of the year in that price range. My premium knife of the year. Well, knife. I was gonna say FerraMonster, but it's only new to me. No, it works great with your new logo and such, Twisted Sis. I love the new intro. Like, your intro's better than his now. Hey, folks. The wife just got home for lunch, and my throat is pretty much dead. So I'm gonna pop off for now, go have lunch with the wife, and see how her day's going. Para 3 or Bear, those are good premiums. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me today. A special shout out to Chris Warris, the first person on stream today and still with us. But I appreciate everybody coming in. I know I'll see you all on a live soon, possibly on that House of Blades one later today. Hope everybody has a killer day. And of course, as you know, stay safe, stay frosty, and stay deadly.